guys, welcome to Heart with Noah. My name is Ranoane Chanje. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about my experience with fear. Now, fear is defined as an unpleasant feeling that is often triggered by a threat to harm, a threat to danger, or a threat to pain. Nobody wants to feel pain. Nobody wants to feel harm, and nobody wants to be in danger. Everyone can testify to that. Let me tell you a bit of a story that made me think about fear and how it has hindered me from doing certain things in life. Now, about a few weeks ago, I went hiking with my significant other. And while we were hiking, we got to a point wherein there was a height, right? So it was a bridge, and then there was like another height on top of the bridge. So you had the option to either walk on top of the bridge or to walk on top of the height. Now, me being me, I was there on some, I'm going there, I'm walking and all that. So as I was walking, we are walking there, I feel a certain feeling, I feel like, hey, I'm in danger, or hey, I'm in harm's way. And then I decide, okay, I can't do this. Then my significant other was there on some, I've got you, let's walk together, we can do this. Now, when I looked forward, guys, like the distance that was in front of me was long. In reality, it was not as long as it seemed in my head, but that distance was long. And then I was like, no, I can't do this. And he was like, no, let's go. I'm like, no, I can't do this. Like, I'm holding your hand, let's do this. I was like, no, I can't. And guys, I didn't end up walking on that platform, and he did, and he looked like he was having so much fun, so much that I feel like I was missing out on something. Now, why am I saying this? I keep on thinking about the feeling that he had while he was walking on top of that platform, and I keep on wanting to go back so that I can experience that regret, and then when I was busy thinking about, okay, I should go back, I should do this, I should do that, a certain scripture came to mind. And then this was from the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 18, and I'll read it in the NKJV version. And it says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. Now, let's forget about the love part for now. But the part where it says fear involves torment, like it sparked out something in me. I'm being tormented by these thoughts of what could have been, what would have been, because I feared and I took a decision based on the fear that I was feeling, right? And it also made me think, okay, if fear involves torment, what is torment? And when I looked up what torment is defined as physical or mental suffering. And the moment I grasped that, I was just like, wow, I'm suffering mentally because of fear, like because of something so small, because of a thought of what will happen, or because I felt like my life was in threat. I am now living in mental bondage. So to me, that struck out. Fear makes you suffer mentally, right? So fear is a state of mind. That's the first thing that I picked up. Fear is a state of mind. If you can change what you're thinking about, then you can change fear is a state of mind. You should transform your state of mind. You should transform the way that you think if you don't want to be in the bondages of fear. And you must surround yourself with positivity. If there was a bit of encouragement around me telling me, you can do this, you can do that. I'm not saying that the significant other was not there. He was there. But if there was a bit more of positivity where I was absorbing a bit of positivity, maybe it would have encouraged me to do, a bit more, and that fear would have been gone. So surround yourself with positive thoughts, surround yourself with positive people, and you will demolish the state of mind that has fear in it. And then I went on to look for other scriptures that will motivate me to demolish this fear that I have. And then I read from the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, and it said, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." I don't know if you heard what I had, but God did not give me the spirit of fear. Now I started thinking about it. Okay, so if God did not give me the spirit of fear, then where did I get the spirit of fear from? Because I'm a child of God. I don't know about you, but I'm a child of God. And I asked myself, so where did I get the spirit of fear from? So it means that, okay, if God said he did not give me the spirit of fear, it means that fear is a spirit. All right. Now I was asking myself, where is this spirit coming from? Because it's definitely not coming from my dad. Because daddy said he didn't give me the spirit of fear. You know, instead, he gave me the spirit of power and of love, you know. And when you think of power, you think about possession, you think about authority, you think about dominion. And I was just like, okay, I need to take up my power. I need to take up my space, because I was given the spirit of power and the spirit of love. Now, guys, if there's something that I learned about fear, is that fear, it's mind crippling. Fear is physically disabling, and fear is weakening. Fear makes you immobile and stagnant. If there's one thing that I feared the most about starting a YouTube channel, it's that first thumbs down. It's that first hateful comment that is going to come up. But I realized, you know what, if God called me for YouTube, then I'm going to take over YouTube. If God called me to come and take over this space, I am coming to take over this space by storm, okay? Now, another scripture that I read that motivated me to say, you know what, I'm going to take over YouTube by storm, was when I read Deuteronomy. Yeah, I know. It's a bit tricky. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 21. That says, "Look, the Lord your God has set the land before you. Go up, possess it, as the Lord your father has spoken to you. Do not fear or do not be discouraged." Now, let me tell you all, no negative comment is going to discourage me, because God has given me the authority to go and take up that land. And I just want to encourage someone who's going after or sorting after their purpose, saying, you know what, your purpose is a foreign land. It's a land that you've never been on before, but you go up, possess that space. I read something on Instagram this morning that said that if the market that you want to go into is oversaturated, but God has called you for that market, there is definitely room for you. Now, I just wanted to encourage you all that don't let fear stand in your way, and go up, take authority, take power, and go and possess that land.